Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited because we're going to go through and do a full face of Juvia's Place. So everybody knows that I love, if you follow me, you know that I love the I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation from Juvia's Place. But this is, I think, the only thing that I've ever tried from Juvia's Place. No, their eyeshadows. I have a bunch of their eyeshadows. But besides that, this and the eyeshadows, that's the only thing I've ever tried. But I love Juvia's Place. So I thought we'd sit down and just do a full face of Juvia's Place. I don't have everything because, you know, Juvia's Place doesn't have like setting spray. They don't have primer. They don't have like a powder contour. They do have, I'm going to use a concealer for a cream contour, but like they don't have contour. But everything that they do have, I made sure that I got for this video today. So if you could, make sure you like this video, comment down below and let me know if you've tried Juvia's Place, if you like Juvia's Place, and what are your favorite products from Juvia's Place. But yeah, that's it. Oh, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and click the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can notify when I upload. And yeah, let's just get into this video. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera because Juvia's Place does not have any brow products. And I'm gonna try not to say Juvia's Place this whole video, but if I do, I apologize. But I'm so used to telling you all what products that I'm using. I know we're using a full face in Juvia's Place, so I'm going to try not to say it for the rest of the video. So I'm going to go in first with my NYX Proof It. And of course they don't have a eyeshadow primer. So anything that they don't have, I will let you know what I'm using if they don't have it. But yeah, they don't have a primer, so just using my normal. And I know I use the same primer. If anybody knows of a good primer that's like the NYX Proof It primer, eyeshadow primer, let me know down below because I would like to try some other ones. This is just my go-to, of course, because I haven't found one that's this good yet. So, okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Warrior eyeshadow palette, and this is what this looks like. I know, my normal brown tones. Yes. So we're gonna start with this. I'm gonna go in. I'm not even gonna try to say some of the names of these shades because I don't want to butcher them. But so I'm gonna go in with this shade right here to set my eyeshadow. So yeah, I have no complaint with, I think I have 4 of their eyeshadows, their eyeshadow palettes, and I mean, I love them. They're easy to work with. They're definitely blendable. They're very pigmented. And I wouldn't say that they're quite drugstore. I would say they're in between drugstore and high-end because they're a little more expensive than a regular drugstore palette. But they definitely are worth it because they work amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the same brush and I'm going to use this shade right here and put that in the crease. Actually, I'm going with a smaller brush. Like I said, you don't need a lot on your brush because these eyeshadows are very pigmented, so a little bit definitely goes a long way. I've started to count or be more cautious and count how many times I dip into each shadow. Because let me tell you, doing that one dip challenge like seriously messed me up because now I'm like, oh gosh. I mean, it's nice to be able to dip into each shadow more than once, but you know, you try and be a little more aware of how much you're using, so it's funny. Okay. All right, then I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to go in to this shade right here at the top. And I'm going to put this one a bit lower in my crease. And just the outer. And I find it easier just to pack it on first where I want it. And then blend it out. So my daughter is 6 and she's really into YouTube. Well, she watches me do my makeup all the time. So she's wanting to do a video with me. And I told her we'd do one. She lost one tooth and she hadn't lost the other one. And I told her as soon as she lost the other tooth, she could do a video with me. So now that she's lost both teeth, she keeps asking me. So let me know if that'd be something you all be interested in seeing. I would probably just do her makeup in the video. But I think that would be something fun. And I'm just taking a brush with no additional product in it, of course, on it, and blending those out. Make sure there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going to go into, I think that's, which is so funny, my daughter's name is Amina. I think this shade is called Amina. So I'm going to go into this shade and pack that one all over the lid. And of course I'm going to spray my brush after I dip in. Although you definitely don't need to do this with these shadows. They're very pigmented, but I do it with all of mine, so it's become a habit. And of course, sometimes if you see it's not working with the brush, you can always use your fingers. Some very pretty shades. Do the same thing on the other eye, on the other side. Spray my brush. Then I think I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. And I'm gonna put that in the center of my crease, or in the center of my lid. Excuse me. Oh, but this one's, yeah, I'm gonna do that one. And I'm using the same brush, I just switched to the other side. And I'm gonna spray it again. Pretty. I don't know if you can see the difference between that gold and that. It's like a true gold and one's like a champagne type color. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back into this shade first. Right here. And I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and in the crease. Just make sure there's take the smaller brush and go back into this shade right here and just blend the shade I put on my outer corner and blend that shade in with the shimmer shade so there's no harsh lines. said I love Juvia's Place, but of course these shades never cease to amaze me how well they work and just how pigmented they are. That's pretty. Okay. So now I'm going to go in. They also don't have, you know, mascara, liner, any of those products. So I'm just going to go in with my regulars. So I'm going to go in with my my Essence Lash Princess mascara. Oh, actually, I'm going to do my liner first. So I'm just going in with a ColourPop liquid liner. And I didn't do a wing, I just did a regular line. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in now with my Essence mascara. But I am still gonna do false lashes. My top lashes lately have been acting crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go in with my Kiss True Volume lashes. I'm gonna go with these. Really just one eye. Like I said, it's always this eye that does good, and this eye, my lashes are just, I don't know. They don't like me. They're always acting up. Alright, I'm going to put my lash glue on and put my lashes on, and I'll come right back to do the face. Okay, so lashes are on, and like I said, since they don't have a primer or a setting spray, I'm just going to use my favorites. So, of course, I'm using the BH Paradise Set Hydrating Setting Spray. So. And I just covered up my eyes because I don't want my lashes to get wet and start coming off. And then I'm going to use my Paradise Prime Hydrating Primer. I still love this primer, and it does work well with all the foundations that I use on a regular basis. And like I said, the Juvia's Place one is one of the ones that, it's one of my favorites, but since it's a matte foundation, I do need a hydrating primer, so this primer works well with it. Okay, and then of course I'm in the shade Punta Cana for the foundation. And I just put it on the back of my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. And I do have to say, this foundation, when it goes on, looks a little dark, but it oxidizes. So by the time I'm done doing this and my concealer, it like looks perfect on my skin. This is my perfect shade, definitely. I don't know if y'all can hear that there. There's an ambulance outside. Well, it's not outside, it's passing by. Rub it down my neck. for concealer, so I'm using the, I've never used this before. Oh, so let's just, hold on. Okay, so yeah, so it's just the I Am Magic concealer, and this is it's in the shade 15. And I know with Juvia's Place, it goes from, the darkest shades are first. So I think the lower the number, the darker the shade. Normally it's the other way around, but, oh. For this, still gotta use my under eye corrector. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the into the concealer. And I'm also gonna do contour, and for contour I got shade 8. Let's hope that this works because I've never cream contour before. So with my same sponge, I'm blowing that out. I think the shade looks really good. Both of them, actually. Yeah, I like that. It actually did really good. So I'm gonna blend out, of course, my concealer in the inner corners with my brush. What do you guys think? I think it did. I think that's really, it looks really nice. Alright, so for powder, I'm going to use, it's just I Am Magic setting powder, and this is in Kalahari, and it's like a banana powder. So this is what the packaging looks like, and just gonna put some in the top. If you see, it's like a, yeah, it's like a yellow banana powder color. I'm gonna do under my eyes first. So this powder's pretty. I always worry with banana powders that they might be too yellow, but I think that powder did really good. And I'm gonna set the rest of my face. I love that. I think these are going to be some of my new favorite go-to products because I can already tell that turned out, that looks really nice. It didn't give my face, of course, any hint of yellow, but it just smoothed it out, and yeah, yes, definitely. Okay, so next I'm going to go in. Like I said, they don't have a powder bronzer, so I'm just going to go in with my Fenty bronzer. So I'm just going to go in with this. And yes, Juvia's Place, we need the rest of the products that you all don't have. We need some cream products and brow products, and anything you don't have, we need it. So I'm speaking it into existence. It's nice. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to go into the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. So this is what this looks like. And I'm going to go, I'm going to go into B. I'm going to go into this shade right here. Kind of want to mix a little bit of all of them because they're all really pretty. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's very pigment. That's pretty. Yeah, let's tone that down a little bit. That's pretty. That's pretty. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. So this is what the highlighter looks like. And go like this. Oh, wow. I did not expect that to be, okay, we're gonna have to tone that down a little bit. It's really pretty now. But yeah, we're gonna, okay. I have to tone that down. Let me take my sponge. Put that down a little bit. There we go. It's really pretty though. That's really pretty. Love that. Okay. We're gonna get this concealer off my lips. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go back into the eyeshadow palette and do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. And I'm gonna blend it out with the shade. So I'm just gonna go in with these two shades. The only complaint that I have is as big as this palette is, I wish it did have a mirror in it. because it's a nice size palette. Okay, and I'm going to go in to this shade for my inner corner and my brow bone right here. See that pop it gives? Alright, then I'm going to go in with my ColourPop cream gel liner, just the black one. And I'm going back in with my Essence mascara and put that on my lower lashes. Okay, for lips, I'm going to go in with this is the shade Toffee, but this is the Nude Chocolates, the Velvet Matte Lipstick. And like I said, again, this is the shade Toffee. They smell really good. It's a pretty shade. And of course I had to get a gloss. This is the It's Glass gloss. It's just a clear gloss. Oh, it smells like lemon. Smells good. All right, and I'm going to give my face one final spray. And this is it. This is the completed look. I don't think that there's anything in the whole line that I didn't like, honestly. I loved everything. Of course, I just wish they would come out with more stuff so we could have a true full face of everything. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I loved absolutely everything that I used. I found a few products that I think I'm going to be using on a daily basis that I really loved. I don't even think there's anything that stood out. I loved absolutely everything. But yeah, so this is the completed look. I hope you all liked it. I loved how it turned out. But yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
This might be right. Either you feel it or you don't. Might give it a try, yeah.